Hey guys, welcome back to the Big Natural Podcast. Today I sat down with Ehsan Ahmad and we had a really interesting conversation. We talked a lot about the differences between doing comedy in LA versus in Austin, what made him want to start doing comedy. We talked a lot about his method of writing, a little bit of politics, just a lot of really interesting stuff. He met Quentin Tarantino. It was just a really fun podcast, and he has a special coming out this month, so you'll have to check that out. Yeah, I hope you like the episode.
I did a few Zoom shows during the pandemic. You started comedy like what, 2 years ago?
Only a year
A
ago.
year ago? Okay,
Yeah.
so you don't even know the hellscape that
Yeah,
was Zoom
what
shows.
was that like?
It was the only thing that we could do.
Wow.
Yeah, I lived in California at the time, and it's like you had to get some kind of stage time. Some people refuse to do it. I totally get that, but I did a couple Zoom
Whoa.
shows. But what sucks about a Zoom show is when you bomb it,
Yeah.
you're just in your room. So there's no place to escape. Your safe space is the bomb shelter. Is where you were
Damn.
bombing. So it's like that always sucked.
That must have sucked.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny, when I was like during the pandemic, I was a teacher,
Mhm.
and we weren't allowed to go into the classroom. It was like early childhood Montessori, and I would do circle time on Zoom.
Okay.
And
How old were these kids?
the 18 months to 3. And
Okay.
so
Okay.
they all they'd start out maybe in the first minute they'd watch, and then they would leave, but I was still required to just keep doing it. It was super embarrassing.
That feels very useless.
It
You
was
must have-
terrible.
you
And
must
the
have felt
parents
useless.
were watching, and I was just like, oh, this is my nightmare. Like, I'm just singing to myself and like 40-year-old adults. But yeah, and I also did yoga teacher training right before the pandemic,
Mhm.
and then it switched to Zoom.
Okay.
And so then I got my certificate on Zoom, and I was teaching, like practice teaching to it was embarrassing also. I don't like Zoom.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I can understand how it would be hard to do comedy on Zoom.
It's just everything about doing real stuff on Zoom is very embarrassing.
It is.
It is, because
It's
you're like,
so
I'm
embarrassing.
home. I'm supposed to be at a place to do this stuff.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
always just look at myself. Like, I don't want to do
That's
that.
very vain.
But I just
That's
end
very-
up looking at myself and the little thing. Even when I'm like Zooming my grandma, I'm like, this is not good.
Yeah, I don't think I have my camera on anymore.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last, because every once in a while I'll still have FaceTime meetings and Zoom meetings with people, and I'd never
Yeah.
have my camera on. It's like it's done.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also hate like having to see myself on camera. When you said you like started in California, like, is that your whole career of comedy's been in California? Is that like where you did your first open mic?
Yeah, I mean, whole career is, I've actually been in Austin now longer than any other city that
Oh,
I've
you
been.
have?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been in Austin 5 years.
Okay.
I did LA for 5, and I did San Diego for 2.5.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So that's where I started.
Okay.
Yeah, I was part of the. I was a door guy at the Comedy Store.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
so cool.
during a time when it was like every show was sold out. It was a wild place.
I bet.
It was and the lineups were just like arena acts after arena acts.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
After like not arena. I guess they were like, they're arena acts now, but like, and then they at that time they're theater acts for sure.
Whoa.
It was crazy. It was crazy. I remember I was there when like I saw like Ali Wong and Theo Vaughn blow up.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, I remember, and I remember because Theo was on the rise, and I remember I was at a show. I was seating a show in the main room, and the
Mhm.
lineup was like, it was Rogan, Burr, Sebastian, D'Elia at the time was huge. It was all these
Yeah.
people, and then Theo was sort of at the end of it,
Yeah.
and they bring up Theo, and the whole crowd was like, "Oh, that's Theo, that's Theo, that's Theo, that's
Oh,
Theo,"
that's so
and I
cool.
was like, "Oh fuck, he's about to like blow up."
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that word of mouth stuff, people talking like, "Hey, that's Theo."
No way.
I'd never seen that before.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that was like I distinctly remember that moment, sitting in the main room being like, "Damn."
Yeah, he's huge now, and that's
He's got
cool
the-
that you
he's-
got to see that.
Yeah, I got to see. He was already big in the comic world, but I got to see
Yeah,
become mainstream famous. That was really cool to
that's
watch.
cool as fuck.
Yeah.
So when you started, like, do you remember your first open mic that you did? I always ask everybody that.
Yes. It was at Tommy T's in Pleasanton. It was just a random open mic.
Mhm.
I remember my first joke I told. It was a 9/11 joke.
Okay.
Yeah, that got a laugh, and then I bombed for the rest of the time. But there was a couple audience members there. You know, there's people there to just support their friends.
Yeah.
And one guy came up to me and was like, "Hey, man, I think you should just keep doing this."
Oh, I love
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
This is one. He went out of his way to tell me that,
That's
and I was like,
amazing
"Yeah,
for
yeah,
your first open mic ever.
yeah."
And so that was like,
that kept me going.
damn.
Mm-hmm.
What year was that?
2014.
Damn. Okay. Okay.
Right. So I consider my start time like the day I made the decision to like
Yeah.
I'm doing comedy was January 3rd
Okay.
or January 3rd or January 5th, 2015.
Wow.
So it was like right before that.
What made you want to start? Is it something you just always wanted to do?
Yeah, I was not like the class clown or anything. I actually kind of had this theory that most comics weren't the class clowns.
Yeah.
You know, they were more of the quiet types.
Okay.
But I was always like funny with my friends.
Yeah.
And then I was like, man, I like making people laugh. I'm kind of good at it.
Yeah.
Let me see if I want to try it. And I started and I was like, this is what I want to do.
I love that so much for you.
Yeah,
That's
because
so
it's
cool.
like, what am I going to work a job? I saw, when I was in college, I saw a Jim Carrey gave this, I want to say graduation. It was a graduation or commencement, one of the two.
Okay.
And he talks about his friend who chose like the safe path,
Yeah.
but still ended up failing.
Okay.
And he goes, no one ever tells you can fail at the path you're supposed to take.
Ooh.
And
Yeah.
that like really like, oh, right, I could just do what my parents want me to do and then that could still go wrong.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah, so
And
might as well take a swing. And if I
Yeah.
miss, I took a swing.
I love that.
But if I didn't take a swing, I would regret not swinging
you would never
my
know,
whole
too.
My whole
Yeah.
life.
I
I'd be
love
like,
that. That's
yeah,
a
I'd
good
be
way to
watching
think of
everything
it.
that's happening in the comedy world now.
Yeah.
Not knowing that, oh man, I'm like kind of a part of it if I made that, when I made that, you know.
Yeah, it's weird, like, thinking about all of the decisions you make and how, like, you know, it changes your outcome so much. So what were you going to school for?
I'm Brown. I was going to go to, the whole plan was to go to med school and all
Wow.
that. Yeah, the classic Brown stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah. But I knew I didn't want to do, I knew I didn't want to do it. I remember my freshman year, we had an orientation at our high
Mhm.
school about, because my school system is like, in California is like very good.
Okay.
Like we send kids to Ivies all the time. It's like shit like that.
Yeah.
So they had like a college seminar and the guy opened it by saying, I just want you guys, some of you kids to realize that like college isn't for everyone.
Okay.
And I was like, I felt that.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, I don't really want to do this.
Okay. So you
Mhm.
always had that feeling. And then
Mhm.
when you would do other things, you were like not really satisfied with it. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like that too, because like I had a couple different careers. I liked them, but I never felt like I could really be myself. And I always felt like I was just like trying to fit into a box that didn't work really. And it just felt like I was being fake. So I was like, I wanted to do comedy for like 12 years, but it took me a long time. And I just started here, but I've lived here for 12 years.
That's interesting you say that. Like how there's something they say about the Comedy Store in LA. It's like an island of misfit toys.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, where you're like, oh man, I'm just like, I'm not wrong. I just feel like I don't fit into whatever this is.
Yeah.
And then you meet the Comedy Store is like truly the first place. Like I had obviously friends in school, but truly the first place like I felt like, oh, this is a community that I'm a part of.
That's so cool. I love that.
You know
That's
what I
like,
mean? Like
I felt like that too at Creek because I was like, I never really felt like I fit in or like knew very many people that I felt like didn't judge me or something. And then just getting to meet a bunch of comics, I was like, oh, I think we all have ADHD and like we all understand each other. I do have ADHD. I don't know if everybody does, but I just, I was like, yeah, I get these people. And so I've been the happiest like I've ever been, even though I'm still like new and I suck at comedy.
And you're just a micer and
I'm just like, here we go,
but but you're having fun at the place you're having fun.
But I love
with.
it. Yeah. And when I do okay, I feel so good. It just makes me want to keep doing better.
Are you part of the banana phone world?
Not really. Like I go on it a lot. Well, not a lot, but I would say like the first week I started comedy, somebody told me to do it because they were like, that's the worst it'll ever be. So just get used to that.
Right.
And so I did it the first week I started comedy. And so I do it sometimes. And every now and then I'll like heckle from the crowd. But I'm so nervous to do that because for some reason that sucks more to bomb from like the audience or something.
Yeah. Oh, I've never heckled from the crowd. I'm like,
you don't?
No,
okay,
no. I'm like, I don't need to bomb here. I'm not a roast guy.
Yeah.
I just come to enjoy the show.
Oh, okay. Have you ever been on it?
No.
No?
No.
You would do
the way I describe it is it's a good way for a new comic to get jumped into the scene.
Yeah, it's true.
It's like kind of a gangland initiation.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I enjoy it and I love being there.
Yeah.
I don't want to. It would be fun to roast me, I guess, but I don't want to do a minute, and I don't want to do, yeah, you know.
Yeah, it's stressful. Like, and I think if I didn't not know what I was doing at
Mhm.
all the first time I signed up, I probably wouldn't have.
Right.
But the first time I did it, I watched some of it. I went up and then I just got roasted, and I kind of liked it. I thought it was funny. I still am not good off the cuff, so
But it's a good way to develop thick skin. People are just
yeah,
saying
yeah.
the worst shit they could possibly say to you.
One time they auctioned me off.
That's great. That's great. I like that. I like that. Let's auction off a white lady for once.
It was
I
really
did-
funny.
yeah.
But yeah, it was crazy. And it
Mhm.
always is crazy. So I like that. And Candace, I like a lot. She told me that it's been good practice for her because she is constantly like getting roasted and then roasting people. And she said, even when she like goes to other cities to do comedy, no one has ever like gotten her. Like a heckler has never gotten her. She's
Right.
always had something to say back. So I think that's cool. And I want to get better at like off the cuff. So I think I might try like improv classes
Okay.
because I just need to practice that. Because the other day somebody talked during my set, like at the very beginning, and
Mhm.
I didn't address it, and it threw me off so much. And I
Yeah,
was like, I
but,
need
like,
to work on that.
Improv classes won't help you with that skill.
Oh, really?
No.
Fuck.
What'll help you with that skill is just doing
Just
it.
doing it.
Yeah, it's like the same thing as like, right. And I'm not a big crowd work guy. I'm not great
You're
at
not
crowd work.
okay.
Right. But I also know I don't try.
Okay.
I know like the only way to get better at it is by doing it. There's no like
Okay.
other thing outside of comedy
Makes sense.
that's
Yeah.
gonna make you better at comedy or stand up
Yeah.
anyways. You know, you have to
Just do it.
next time someone talks and it bugs you, you have to run with that. It's like, oh, if I feel that, other people might feel that as well.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna be bad at it,
Yep.
and then you do it enough, you're gonna be good at it.
I know. I'm scared to like say anything because I'm like, what if I'm super mean?
And you'll have to learn like
Yeah.
with how not to be super mean.
I know. And then, but I'm used to banana phones. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah. Well, that's
maybe
good
I
practice.
should back off
Yeah.
calling people like the R word.
The best, yeah. Well, that's also like the easy thing to go to.
I know.
But also, it's like the nuclear option. If you say that and it doesn't work, then you're like, well, damn, I just said that.
Dude, oh my God. This
Mhm.
last time I did it, this guy said something like really like creepy to me. I don't remember what he said, but like,
He was literally just like, hey, on Banana Phone, he's like, hey, what if you like sucked my dick? That was
Yeah,
his
yeah.
heckle.
Yeah.
and then I was like, hey, everybody, give it up for this retarded guy. And then after I said it, I realized he actually was retarded. And I was like,
that's actually funny then. That's really funny. Actually.
It got a big pop.
Of course, because he was retarded.
Yeah.
yeah.
I did feel bad after because I was like, fuck, he actually was. But I don't know.
Yeah,
What he
yeah.
said was weird. So I guess it was okay.
But yeah. That's like, but you do have to just start doing that. And
Yeah.
Banana Phone's a little different than what we're,
Yeah. It is
Banana Phone,
different.
the whole point is to be as kind of intense and shocky as you can be.
And just, I
Just
guess, with,
like a
real
well-written, edgy
shows-
joke. Huh?
Yeah.
Mhm.
With a real one, just don't be that extreme, but still address it. Because,
Well-
it's distracting if you don't address it.
The people who I think are best at crowd work, and this is why I'm not good at it, is immediately someone talks, and my first thing
Mhm.
is to be like, how can I say something funny? Which
Oh,
I
okay.
don't think is the right mindset. Like the best people at the mothership at crowd work that I watch regularly, like the Dylan Sullivans or Derek,
Okay.
posting, like they listen to what they're saying. Like they'll ask a question. Like they won't be worried
Oh,
about
okay,
getting
okay.
the laugh immediately. They'll ask a question and then they'll answer. They'll just be honest with them. They'll have a conversation with them,
Okay.
and they're naturally funny. Like
That's so smart.
Yeah,
I've heard
some-
somebody say that recently. Like,
Mhm.
you have to wait for the funny or something.
yeah,
Like-
in sports it's called, they say let the game come to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You just wait for it to come to you because it'll
Okay.
come. The game will come. And a lot of times, like the funniest thing to say isn't like an actual joke. It's just your honest feeling.
Okay. I love that.
That's almost always in the moment what's super funny.
You're right. Because when I see people do that and they're just being honest, it is super funny.
It is super funny.
So,
And then what they're saying in joke math is not a joke,
yeah,
but they're being present in the room, and that's what's funny.
for sure. I
You know,
totally agree with that.
It's like, yeah, that's why it's a little different of a skill than actual jokes because the way you're being funny is very different.
For sure. That makes sense. Well, I think you're super funny.
Oh, I appreciate
And every
that.
time I see you, you kill. And there's so many amazing jokes. I won't burn any of your material.
No, I actually have a special coming out. This is
Yes.
yes, on the, well, I don't know when this will come out, but it'll be on the 20th
Okay.
It's called Too Soon. There's my camera. It's called Too Soon. It's gonna be on my podcast channel. My podcast called The Solid Show. So check it out. January 20th. It'll be out.
Yay, I'm
Mhm.
excited. I can't wait to watch it. Yeah, I was gonna ask you, like, when do you feel like you kind of figured out your style? Like, how many years in did it take you to feel like you
Mm,
figured it out?
Man, figuring it out is like I don't think I've ever truly felt like, damn, I've truly figured it out.
Okay, okay.
Because I'll have a run of good sets and be like, I think I'm figuring it out, and then God will be like, oh, by the way, bomb here and here and here, and it's like you thought you were shit. I think that's what comedy always
Oh, I
kind of does.
know. Yeah, it's a roller coaster.
Yes, but I would say it took me truly about about 13 years in now.
Wow.
I would say it took me about 10, 11
Okay.
to start writing in a way that like, oh, I'm writing in a way that my jokes come out.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, like I have a semblance of a voice. I don't know if I could describe it to you. I guess I kind of can. I kind of figured out what I'm going for on stage.
Okay.
You know, I kind of want to the vibe is kind of college professory.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
the
Yeah, I
energy
can
I'm
see
trying to
that.
put out. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. But I just thought of that. That took me 10 years to get to like, oh, I think that's how I'm the funniest.
Oh,
If
okay,
I
okay.
feel like I'm trying to give a lecture or whatever.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
get
and
that.
I'm already I'm already brown with glasses, weird hair. There's a studious look to me.
You
So
you do look smart.
exactly. So let me go, and college professor seems to be the energy.
I love that.
Yeah, exactly. But it
That's
took
smart.
me 10 years to get that, and it took me 10 years to just start like, now when I write a joke, obviously there needs to be edits and stuff, but like I kind of get what I'm going for right away.
Okay.
Instead of it used to be, this is what I'm going for. My first big joke was a joke where I compare America to a living room. This is the joke that got me hired at the Comedy Store. This
Oh,
is years
okay.
ago, right? It doesn't kind of make sense anymore with how the times work. But when I first wrote it out, the punchline and the thought was completely different.
Okay.
And then by writing it and performing it and writing and performing it, I was able to find the direction I want to go.
Whoa.
And that took me like 5 months
Okay.
to even find the direction. And then another 5 months to actually build a joke. And by the time it was like about a year in, I did it at my audition to be a door guy at the Comedy Store, and it
Ooh,
did really well.
that's so cool.
Yeah. So, but now the difference is it took me 5 months to get to the direction I want to go.
Okay.
Now I'm pretty close to the direction I want to go off rip.
Whoa. Pretty
You know,
cool.
and then I can come at it to see if I can come at it from different directions, and that's a whole another level of like, I'm not
Yeah.
great at like the complete angles of it all. You know who's who's great at like hitting it from every angle is Rogan. He's a fun one to watch because
Yeah.
he's very good at like every direction he'll hit it at from.
He is so good at that. That's a
Mhm.
good thing to think about
Mhm.
because there's so many different ways you could take it based on like how people perceive it. Maybe is that what you mean?
Yes,
Like
how
different
people
angles?
perceive it, and yeah, just different angles. Like, so this is my angle, but what if I came at it from this angle? What if I came at it from this angle? What if I came at it from this angle?
Because then everybody in the audience kind of is
Kind
heard.
of feels heard.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
exactly.
like that.
And so I'm not there yet. That's kind of, I think, the next step. Now I got
Okay.
the direction off rip. Now can I keep this level of funny? Because it's easier to be funny about how you really feel,
True.
and to come at it from an angle I don't really feel, but make it just as funny.
Whoa.
That's sort of, I think,
kind of
the
mind
next-
blowing.
The next sort of step in all of this.
Okay.
Yeah, and
That's
then
cool.
multiple ones, but like, you look at that. That's what you get. I'm lucky enough that I get to watch like these people who have done comedy for like decades now.
True. Yeah.
Like 30 plus years sometimes.
That is amazing.
I've just like you've had Joe DeRosa on this podcast. He's like at 25. You're
That's
just watching
wild,
these
yeah.
guys just do comedy. And you're like, okay,
It's so cool.
there's
and,
always
like,
another step.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
love hearing like from you guys just kind of like the way you think about things, and then it's cool too cuz like just having people on who've been doing it longer. A lot of times you guys say similar things. So it's almost like
Yes.
you get to this level and then you just look at things in a different way, and I'm not there yet at all. And
No.
when I had Joe on, he was like, I was kind of like asking him his advice. And he was like, it's not something you can rush. Like you just have to keep feeding like the addiction.
Yeah.
And it'll come. And
Yeah,
you
you-
can't rush it.
You
So I'm
have
like,
to
okay.
start. The advice I'd give to someone who's like around your time is
Mhm.
like what would you say you're really what's your in this whole game? What would you say is your strongest strength? Is it stage presence? Is it writing? Is it
I don't really
in
know.
the moment? You don't
I'm
know.
not, I wouldn't say I'm great like off the cuff yet, but sometimes my writing's pretty good. Not pretty good, but like sometimes I'll have like kind of I'm like more
You-
one-linery. So
you'll-
like
there's
sometimes I'll
sometimes
have a
you'll-
one-liner that like
that
will
you're
hit.
proud of.
Yeah. I'm like, that's
Okay.
gonna hit because I know it does every time.
Mhm.
And then so I'm dry though, and I'm kind of deadpan. So I'm not really like that in real life. And I think it'd be cool to eventually be more myself on stage.
Okay. I mean, that's the sort of goal, right? But like,
So the writing is okay.
if
but-
if you think the writing is, if you think out of stage presence writing in the moment, your writing is your best.
I think so right now.
Focus on the writing.
Okay.
Learn like you write one-liners now,
Yep.
right? Learn how to put a couple of them together.
Okay.
Learn how to like you're like at 1 year in, I was doing shit like, man, all my notebooks got destroyed in like a flood, but like
Oh fuck.
not a real flood, but like the garage I was living in LA. I lived in a house with 70 people. I was living in a garage and it
Yeah.
flooded. I lost a bunch of my notebooks. But I wish I had
Damn.
some of my old notebooks. But like, I would write setup punchline tag like SPT on the margins and just write a setup, write a punchline, write a tag,
I love that.
and each of them had 2 lines, so I had to keep them short.
Okay.
And I would just do that over and over and over and over again for different things.
That's
Sometimes
a really
the same
cool
thing.
idea.
So it's like you have to, if writing is your best part, if writing is what you're the most confident about, you have to actually learn how to write a joke.
Yeah. For
Because
sure.
at 1 year's in, you have the semblance of writing a joke, but you don't really know how to write a joke.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
And
and
I don't
then-
tag. I don't do enough tags.
Yeah, so that's the thing. I would like, as a writing exercise, if you were to take what you've written, what you have, what you like, take the jokes you like,
Yeah.
do the setup punchline tag thing.
I'm gonna do that.
And it doesn't matter if it's good. What matters is it's coming out.
Okay.
And then eventually something good will come.
I love that.
And then you got to keep doing that over and over and over and over and over again.
That's a really good idea. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
definitely gonna do that.
You got to do that.
Yeah, I'm excited to do that actually now because I'm like, what?
Killing me. Today's January 5th.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you said that's what the day you started.
Yeah, January 5th, 2013. I think I said 2015 or yeah, but 2013. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, yeah. It's
Whoa.
actually 13 years
It's your
today.
anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
really cool.
That's actually pretty cool. I didn't even think about it. You know, that's such a guy thing though. Like it's my birthday. Oh yeah, it is.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I get that. I don't really celebrate dates that much either.
Oh, you're not a big birthday month person?
No, I don't really ever because I'm like awkward. So I never am like, let's do this for my birthday. Like I never do anything for my birthday.
Okay, you never plan anything out? You never
I never, yeah. And I don't have like a ton of friends. So I kind of just like,
That's fair.
I'm like awkward about it. Like
Okay.
if people find out it's my birthday, I'm like, fuck. But
You kind of act like a guy about it.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
how
like-
guys are on their birthday. It's like, yeah, it's my birthday. Like
Yeah,
you tell
yeah,
enough
yeah.
people because everyone likes to hear happy birthday,
yeah.
but you don't want everyone to like. I don't want everyone to know. I don't need that. I don't need the happy birthday from everybody.
Yeah,
it's
it,
like, I
like
want my
there
friends
is
to say
something
it.
embarrassing about it. I don't know
Mhm.
why.
There is. Yeah. As an
I-
adult, there is something embarrassing about it. It's
Yeah.
my day.
I wish I was like the type of person that was like throwing a party for myself and excited and stuff because I see that and I'm like, wow, that's cool, but I just like can't.
No, I don't have it. What I do, it's very simple. I just make sure I spend the entire day
Uh-huh.
and I only do things I want to do.
I
So
love that.
There's no errands. There's no, if I need food, I DoorDash the best thing I can
Yes.
DoorDash.
Yes, yes.
And I usually, because I don't watch a lot of TV
Me neither.
like that anymore, I just binge watch something.
Okay,
That's usually my birthday.
that's
and it's
really cool.
Awesome every time. Yeah, I've never had a bad time doing that.
So how old are you?
33.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
We're the
yeah.
same age.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, nice. Well, I think I look way rougher. Probably. I think I definitely look like a rougher 33.
You look young. You don't even have any wrinkles.
I mean, young, maybe not. I don't know. The hairline doesn't help. It definitely makes me look a little older, I think, than I am.
We have a young vibe.
Thank you. I'll take that. That I'll take. I'll take that. Man, I'm glad looking back on it though, I'm glad I spent my 20s just like grinding.
Yeah, I know. That's the cool thing because like
Yeah.
you're at a really cool place in your career, and then like I'm just so new still that I'll like meet people that are so far ahead and we're the same age, or I'll meet and younger than me too. Like
Yeah.
some of like the people I get advice from are like super young,
But they've been,
but
in
they've
the
been
game
doing
longer.
it forever,
Yeah,
and so I'm
yeah.
just like, yeah, I feel like I'm just a baby
Yeah.
right now.
That's so you started at 32. You
Yep.
finally took that's scary.
Yeah, it was.
I can't imagine because I remember turning 30 and being like, all right, how do I make this work now? I've been doing it for
Yeah.
almost basically 10 years. This has got to start to be a career. I remember thinking that, like, how do I make this work?
Yeah.
But like to start at open mics at 30, I think about it sometimes, I'm like, damn.
It's long. Yeah, it's a completely different thing. Like, and I wanted to do it when I was young. I lived in Portland, Maine for a couple years. I'm from Northern Maine,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like in my early 20s, and I almost did like an open mic there. And then I just chickened out, moved here, and then was like, nah, I need to like focus on like my career and like what I want to do or whatever. And I just was like, I'm not confident enough to do that. And I just can't do it, I don't think. And but then my dad died and he was my best friend, and I was like able to get through that, and that was my biggest fear, was like losing him.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that I was like, oh, like nothing really matters. Like I don't need to be afraid to like try something I've always wanted to try. And he was supportive of it too, like when I told him I wanted to try it. So I was like, I'll just try it. And I was in therapy though, because a lot of people in my life were like not supportive of me trying it.
Well, yeah, no one's supportive of this.
Really?
No,
Oh,
who's supportive of this?
Yeah.
Think about what you're. This is a
it
crazy.
is crazy.
It is,
Yeah.
well, it's less crazy now, I think,
Okay.
because like, what the fuck is even the economy anymore?
True.
Half the dads watch Rogan and
Yeah.
like, hear more inside baseball about comedy and stuff now.
But
Yeah.
it's also like not even like so. It was crazy when I started. It was crazy because like computer technology was huge. Like the degree I had, I could have gone the AI pathway because AI was just new, and where I was at was like kind of at the forefront of AI.
Yeah.
And so but like now it's like, what the like AI's take. First of all the computer jobs are gonna kind of be fucked because AI is gonna
I
take a
know.
lot of them. So I'm
It's
glad I didn't do
crazy.
that.
Yeah.
And then it's like, what else is it? It's like we don't make anything.
Yeah.
Like, what is we are truly okay. There's two things that we are. It's a bunch of Uber drivers.
Yep.
Driving around other Uber drivers or delivering to Uber drivers, and it's a bunch of content creators creating content for other content creators. And sometimes the Uber
Wow.
drivers drive the content creators. Sometimes the content creators create content for the Ubers, and that's it. That's all. That's like most of what
Yeah.
feels like the economy right now.
It's true. It's such a different landscape now.
Yeah, where it's like being a comedian now is kind of like there's like a way to make money that's accessible.
yeah.
Whereas
'Cause-
when I first started, you had to be in that. Like people were excited about getting development deals at Fox and CBS and NBC.
yeah.
Like if you got a show on NBC, it's like, oh, maybe this is it.
right.
Now if you got a show on NBC, who the fuck is watching?
Wow, that's true.
When
I
was
know.
the last time you
'cause,
watched
like,
a show on NBC?
the viewers, it's like everyone's watching like YouTube or like listening to podcasts
Scrolling.
and scroll. Yeah.
Scrolling.
Everyone has a
Everyone's
small
scrolling.
attention span.
You ever get the you ever get your like your daily report?
I do.
Yeah, and you're like, this was a full-time job.
yeah.
I scrolled a full-time job. I average scroll a full-time job.
I know. And I like the weird thing for me is like mine has gone down because I feel like because I'm posting like content or like jokes or whatever, I'm like less
Mhm.
on Instagram now when I'm not like
Yeah.
posting or whatever. But I don't know. I look at my analytics sometimes on Instagram too, and it's funny. Like, do you ever see how things perform, like your videos
Oh,
and stuff?
I have gotten because I've gotten so sick of just posting. And I know
Yeah.
that's what you're supposed to do, and I know you're supposed to create content, but it's like, man, when I have ideas, I'll post them, and that's it. I don't make a concerned effort to be like, get this out, get this out, get this out.
That's good. And but you have like a big following too, and they know you. And
Yeah,
so-
I'm trying to like build like just eventually face recognition. I think eventually
Yeah.
I want to be seen in enough places that people kind of know who I am.
yeah,
Where I don't have to constantly be posting a bit because
for sure.
I did the algorithm thing. That's how I got the following. Is I did the
You
algorithm
did?
thing.
Okay.
Yeah, and by the end of it, I felt my soul.
Really? Yeah.
I'm just like this is insane. It
For
felt
sure.
insane. And I don't know. We still live. I've always sort of zigged when people are zagging.
Okay.
So it's like if I just post when I feel like it instead of keeping to a schedule.
I think quality is better than quantity.
Yeah, maybe there's definitely you can definitely argue that quantity like you can definitely play the algorithm
Yeah.
for sure, but
Yeah.
it's like I don't know. I'm just also then like your success then hinges on the algorithm,
True.
and they can change that,
Yeah, they do, I think.
and they do change that,
Yeah.
and then people that were super popular just disappear from your life.
True. I know it is weird. I've heard like people say like my stuff doesn't get pushed. I can't even get this many views. I used to get millions. It's
Exactly.
like what the fuck? Like,
Exactly. I don't
that
want to.
sucks.
I don't want to be stuck.
Yeah.
I don't want to be stuck to a way. And my algorithm was working for me for a while, and then it stopped working for me, and I saw it happen, and I was like, I can't keep living on that emotional edge.
Yeah. I get that.
Especially because the phone isn't real and we think it's real so much. So if I'm investing my career into the algorithm, then it's like I'm already investing my happiness. I'm already investing my time. I'm
Yeah.
already investing my dopamine. Now I'm going to invest how to make money. It's like I don't want to be an algorithm slave.
For sure.
If that's
Yeah.
you know.
'Cause
But like,
you're-
how do you even get out there? It's like I just oh, the only thing that matters is your next joke.
I love that.
And that's all. And I've literally gotten this far without being any kind of famous.
Yeah.
Everything I didn't get, like, I've done Rogan twice. I've done Kill Tony a bunch. I got all of that because they saw me do my jokes.
You're so good. Your jokes are so good.
But that's all I've cared. That's all I've really cared about.
Yeah.
And so I got all of that just from doing my jokes. And I live in a 1-bedroom. I can pay my bills.
Fuck yeah.
I'm just gonna keep doing that until
Yeah.
that stops working.
And that's what you love about like doing comedy is like the jokes. It's
joke.
not like the
Mhm.
posting on Instagram and
No.
that stuff sucks.
Yeah, that's stuff. And then you feel like, oh man, like I'm being judged. I thought this joke was great, and apparently the internet doesn't. And then you're thinking about that, and it's like, yeah. And then this is the big mind fuck that some comics fall into, is that they'll listen to their comments on the jokes.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And they'll be like, people will be like, I wish you talked about this, or why'd you do that? And then you start tailoring your act to like people who aren't seeing you live. This is a live, at the end of the day, this is a live art.
For sure.
And I'm hoping, like, as more and more AI stuff comes out and as more and more people can't tell what's real, I'm hoping that they'll be like, well, let's see someone we can definitely see live.
That's what I was thinking. I had that same thought the other day.
I'm hoping, or I could just be being optimistic and everyone's just going to fall into the matrix.
No, I don't think so, because
You don't think so?
I feel like there's a weird feeling when I see AI. Like if it looks really, really real, but I still just know it isn't. It just leaves you feeling like
It's hollow.
Yeah, it's a bad feeling,
It's a
and
bad
we're all
feeling.
human, and I think everyone is gonna want to watch live shows more often.
Yeah, hopefully, like people just need to, I think, meet out in person. I don't think people are doing that anymore.
I know,
I
it's
think,
so
like,
true.
Meeting, like being together with other people is like, I think the biggest problem is that we've called your social media. Let's say you follow a guy.
Yeah.
Let's say, let's use a big streamer for example. Let's use Kai Cenat.
Mhm.
If you're a fan of Kai Cenat in the world, they're like, oh, I'm part of Kai Cenat's community.
Right.
And we've let online, with the fact that we let them call that a community, I think is harmful,
Yeah,
because they're not a community, because you're not talking to them.
that's actually a
The
really good
comedy
point.
scene is a community, at least very much in Austin too, because it's pretty small and tight knit. It's a community, but you see these people all the time.
True. That is true. It's like I think I've had
Mhm.
more social interaction this year than I have in so long.
Then most people are having, I think.
Yeah, it's nice though.
Mhm.
I'm introverted, but like I do like to get to meet people and like especially like-minded people, and so I
Right.
do think community is important.
Right. But you're not really getting it on the phone. You think you are,
Yeah.
but it's simulated. There's no eye contact. There's no close physical proximity. And now you don't even know if it's real.
I know.
It could be just some fucking Pakistani guy on 12 phones
Yep.
being
Yep.
like, this is your community, and you think you know all these like-minded people, but it's one Pakistani guy
Yeah.
from multiple communities.
Yeah.
It's the same Pakistani guy. And it's none of the online stuff. We got to stop calling it communities.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Like, are you ever on Reddit? I go on.
Always on Reddit.
You are? Me too. I like
Yeah.
Reddit a lot, and like I will post like I don't know why I do this, but like sometimes I will post jokes on Reddit,
There's a place to do that.
and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But I feel like I can kind of gauge if a joke will like work maybe on Instagram, because I'll try it on Reddit first. If it gets upvotes, I'm like, okay, maybe there's something there. But
Right.
I like that, and I like to like just go on other communities too. But they're not. I guess they're not really communities either.
Yeah,
They're
it's,
just
it's
called that.
also the stand-up subreddits are filled with people who don't do stand-up but think they know stand-up.
Yes,
And
that's so true.
that's the worst people to talk to
Yeah, I know.
if you're trying to get better at stand-up.
Yeah.
People, because this is something I've talked about with all my friends. No one thinks they know more about stand-up than someone who's just outside of it.
Yeah, that's true.
Someone who's just outside of it knows everything there is to know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's actually a good point.
always. As podcast fans, especially if they're like a fan of like a Kill Tony or
Yeah.
or like a podcast about stand up,
So
and
true.
they think they know everything about it. And it's
Yep.
like, the reality is until you start doing it, you don't really know anything about it.
Yeah,
You can kind of guess and infer,
for sure.
but you have to actually do it to be like, because then you're like, oh, this is why people act this way here. This is how it really goes. It's like, but yeah,
Yeah.
no one thinks they know more than someone who's a step outside. Who, like, you know, it's like at the end of Godfather when she can see in the door. They're all that. They all think they can see what everyone's doing, but you don't really know what's happening behind the door until you
For sure.
go in.
That's a good analogy.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, but like sometimes those people that like non-comic door guys or like security guys, when they tell you like, "Oh, I liked that bit,"
Yeah.
it does mean a lot because they hear so much of that stuff.
If the person who isn't a comic that works at the club stops and listens to your joke, it's probably a good joke.
Yeah.
That's a little different than what I'm talking about here.
Yeah.
That's like, yeah, if they work at a club because they see so much, if they stop and listen, you did something.
Yeah, that's a good
So
point.
those people aren't comics, but they are so close to it. They're not.
Right.
I know what you're saying, where it's like people that are just kind of adjacent to friend groups of comics and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, it happened to me the other day. Not trying to brag, but one of the door guys at Creek was like, "Yo, that one joke. I've laughed at like 3 jokes since I've worked here. That was one of them." And
Oh,
I was
that's
like,
good.
That matters more than any like audience. Like
That's good. I get that. But also, if that person, if they're not a comic, started giving me advice, I wouldn't listen to it. That's the, yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, I thank you for the compliment, and that means I'm on the right track, but I'm not going to take what you say. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just, it is what it is. That compliment is nice, but that's what people online are trying to do, is they're trying to tell you, like, this is what should be done, I think.
yeah, because they just think it's talking. Like everybody talks, and they see stand up. They're like, they're just on a stage talking.
And they've listened to enough podcasts that they have this like insanely like parasocial relationship with you, where they think we're friends.
Man, that probably does happen to you a lot.
Maybe a little. I mean, it probably happens to you. I don't know how big this pod is.
Not really. A little bit, but not really.
Okay.
Just maybe in comment sections, but never in real life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sometimes happens where it's like,
Okay.
yeah, you can sort of feel like, oh man, like you think we're friends on a level that like, but it's like, you know about me, but I don't. How can this be a friendship? It's not an equal relationship.
Yeah.
You know way more about me than I know about you.
For sure.
You know my name.
Yeah, no.
Let's start there.
Yeah, no, that has been
Yeah.
crazy.
Mhm.
Who is like of all the people you've kind of gotten to meet, did you have an experience ever where you met somebody that you knew from something and like you were kind of a fan of before you like got to know them?
I mean, sort like, you know, I mean, just like I've been around a lot of famous people, especially because of LA. I've always been good at, you just gotta act like you've been there before.
Yeah,
You gotta act like you've been there before. You gotta,
that makes sense.
you know, you just gotta be like, well, I always just I had this really fun experience where so I was working, so Chappelle, when he came to the store, would hang out in the back bar.
Okay.
And I was the guy who was in charge of making sure no one got to Chappelle that shouldn't get to Chappelle.
Oh,
Very stressful job.
that is stressful. I
Very
bet.
stressful job. I'm 23, 24, you know, in that range, maybe like
Yeah.
25, young.
Yeah.
And that's my job. And I'm like a scrawny little kid.
Oh no.
And I was stressed all night. And I remember Chappelle came out one time and saw how stressed I was.
Yeah.
And he put his arm around me and he started dancing.
Oh.
So like we just started dancing. And I remember in the moment being like, I should take a video of this. And then I was like, act like you've been here before.
Okay.
Act like, no, that's just what happens to you sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes the most famous, greatest comic in the world just dances with you.
Yeah. It's just kind of not being attached.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah, it's
this
just
is
like,
just what's happening.
yeah. I mean, obviously in the moment I'm like, holy fuck, holy fuck, holy fuck, holy fuck, holy fuck, holy fuck. But you gotta just be like,
Yeah.
it's you know, it's something. I got this great advice from Duncan Trussell on manifesting.
Okay.
Right. So he was to say, let's say the example was, let's say you want to manifest a Rolex. Right.
Okay.
You're not supposed to be like, I want a Rolex, I want a Rolex, I want a Rolex.
Right.
You're supposed to be like, imagine yourself with the Rolex on your hand.
Yep.
And you've had it for 50 years, so it doesn't really matter. You're like, oh yeah, this Rolex.
Right. That
That's
makes
how I
sense.
sort of unintentionally treated meeting anyone sort of big.
That's smart.
Of just like, no, we're like friends already.
Yeah. I get that.
Even though we're just like even though this is obviously no way Chappelle remembers this. You know what I mean? But like in the moment, you have to be like, we're friends. This is I do this. I
like
dance
that.
with Chappelle.
I love that. That's
And then
amazing.
I end up in more and more rooms where like, oh, you know, oh, that's Quentin Tarantino. That's Woody Harrelson. And it's like you just got to be like,
That's great.
that's
Yeah.
what I do.
The Quentin, that might throw me off, I think, if I ever met Quentin Tarantino.
That
but
was
that would be hard.
I stopped smoking for like 6 months.
Yeah.
And then I'm sitting next to Tarantino and he hands me a blunt.
Well,
And I'm like,
well,
I have to.
yeah. You
I
have to, yeah.
absolutely have to.
I would have too.
Yeah, exactly. And now I'm back on smoking again. But that's but yeah, but you got to act like that. That's what it is. That's what I try to bring that like energy to everything now. I'm just like, oh yeah, this is what I've been doing.
That's cool.
Mhm.
Were you able to do that after not smoking weed for 6 months? Then you hit the blunt. Then you're sitting next to Quentin Tarantino. Are you still able to be like, "This is what I do"?
I'm a professional stoner, my friend. Yeah,
Nice.
that is I feel totally fine with. Yeah, I was able to. Well, and here's the thing that because a lot of young comics that you'll end up in these situations where you're in a room with a big guy or a famous person, and the key is to just shut up and listen.
I like that.
That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do is shut up and listen.
Yeah. I love that.
And speak when spoken to.
Yeah.
And then eventually everyone likes that. Everyone likes someone who doesn't take over the conversation.
That's
And then
smart.
you're just there, and then eventually you're just there.
Okay. That makes
And
sense.
then you can just say shit and like
Yeah.
your relationship changes. But always if there's someone big above you that you're
Yeah.
like, man, this is crazy, I'm in a room with this guy, just shut up and listen.
Just shut the hell up.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
that.
just shut up. You can talk your way. You can talk. You can never quiet your way into a bad situation.
Yeah.
You can talk your way into a bad situation.
I think that's a good point.
Mhm,
Because,
mhm.
like, if you're uncomfortable, like, nothing you say is going to, if you're just trying to shoehorn.
Yeah, if you're just trying to be like,
that's-
let me impress. Like, no, who likes that energy of let me impress them? Let me impress. No one likes
yeah,
that energy.
nobody wants that.
No one wants that at all.
Yeah.
So it's like
That's a
just,
good
yeah,
advice.
just shut up. Shut up.
I love it.
You know,
Thank
like, if I'm sitting next to Tarantino, what the fuck do I have to say to Tarantino?
Yeah.
That would be unless he's like, what's it like growing up in Cupertino, California? I'd be like, I got that. I
Yeah.
can tell you that, but that's about it.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can say to you that will make you like, but you can say a bunch of things that'll make me be like, whoa.
True.
There's
yeah.
nothing I can say to you that's gonna make you be like,
And then probably a lot of people have said a lot of stuff to him too.
yeah.
So it's like everyone's probably been like, "Oh, I love Kill Bill," or like just
Exactly.
the things like that I would want to say. He probably had heard it so many
Yeah,
times.
yeah. Oh, you love Kill Bill? So did everybody who watched Kill Bill.
Yeah. Like,
yeah. So did every single person that watched that movie.
yeah, I wouldn't even have anything to ask.
Yeah, exactly. So
Because
there's-
I'd be too nervous.
So there's
yeah.
no point.
So just shut the hell up.
So
Basically,
there's
I
no
love
point.
that.
But I'm quiet. He's like, oh, this guy is quiet. I guess he's supposed to be here. Have a blunt.
That's cool. Yeah, I
That's
like
how
that.
it works. Just shut the
I
fuck
love
up.
that. And I have a very quiet nature about me.
Mhm.
So just lean into that, I guess, when I'm in situations like that. But I do find myself in situations sometimes. The weird thing is like if I meet somebody that I admire their work or whatever, most of the time like I'll be in the room and I'm just like, oh, I feel like I know them already.
That's the see.
And it's weird because I'm like, I don't know why I feel like that. Do I have a big ego or something? But I just see everybody as a human. And then like I feel like that helps me too because I'm like, I don't really think about like anything. But I am gonna lean into just being
just you just
quiet.
gotta be. Well, have you really been in a room with like a famous person yet?
I don't know. I mean, I have because I think of them as like I guess any comic that I'm like they're really good. I think of them as very famous too. But I'm trying to think.
I'm talking about like real deal fame.
Yeah. Well, a couple.
Okay.
And well, I'm trying to think. I was on a weird. I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but like I was on I went to.
You can bleep it out later.
We'll bleep. Yeah, I'll just tell you this.
He's not talking about Tony. You're not talking about Tony.
Well, Tony's famous,
Well, Tony's famous. Yeah. Okay. But
but no, I haven't been around like actors or anything like that.
okay. I you know what's so funny?
Tarantino. Like he's talking like.
You know what's funny? But like, Tony does count because Tony's a very famous person.
Yeah.
I've just known him since before this.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's like, oh yeah, for you, that's an actual famous person.
He is, and he also
Yes.
controls Kill Tony, and I
He's also
want to get
doing
on that
more-
one day.
Yeah.
More numbers than NBC.
Yeah.
So
I
it
guess.
is,
Yeah,
like,
I was bringing my own history with like I've known Kill Tony since he was in the belly room of the Comedy Store.
That's so cool.
So it's like he's I've realized like he's famous, but I've just known him for so long. So yes, Tony
Okay.
counts. Tony counts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I went on a he's friends with Doug Polk, who
Mhm.
is a poker player, and he
Yes.
invited us to go on a private jet to go to uh Las Vegas to watch him like play in this tournament, and he was going to be playing with Tony, and so we were like, yeah, sure, like we've no one's ever asked us to go on a private jet, sure. And then Doug all last minute couldn't go because he got booked like on another poker thing, but we still went. So it was just me and Phil and one of Doug's other friends who's new to comedy, and Tony and Kim,
Mhm.
and they were really nice.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I'm just like an open micer on this plane right now, and I hope I don't make a bad impression. But it was fine, and he was cool as fuck, and just
Yeah.
normal guy. Told
Yeah.
us like cool stories and beat us at Uno. I actually owe him money.
That's so funny.
I just remembered I owe him money.
That's
But
really funny.
yeah, but that's really about it. And then when I was younger, when I was visiting, my sister lived here in Austin before me. I came to visit, and I saw Joey Diaz at Cap City when it was in a different location. And at the end, his weed guy asked if we wanted to smoke with him, and so that was a big deal for me too, like getting to meet him.
That's pretty cool.
And then he
Yeah.
smoked and like told more jokes, and he was just like a cool guy. But yeah, so I haven't met like a ton of famous people.
Okay, well,
but,
but
you're famous.
Not even close. Not even close. But the key is in those situations when because it'll come up more and more. It's just chill.
I love that. Thank you.
Just chill. That's all you gotta do.
I agree.
Yeah.
This is kind of off topic, but you were saying you smoke now. Do you ever do comedy when you smoke, or do you not?
Oh, dude, I am always doing comedy high.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like there's so much people just pass me weed and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, what am I gonna not?
That's cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. I'm always. I've told comics this before. There's comics that's like you've never seen me like actually sober.
Wow, it's
yeah.
so funny.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm just very high functioning.
I have weed
intended.
drinks if you want any, and I have gummies.
Oh no, I'm
Okay.
good on edibles.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
edibles.
see?
Edibles fuck me up.
They do? Okay.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
I like knowing how high I get.
That's a good point, because if you hit it like a joint, you know how many hits you
you
can
have more control.
Okay.
Edibles is like.
Yeah.
Like also like like a 5 milligram gummy and then a 5 milligram drink, and it's like everything is different. You don't know, like some 5 milligrams fuck you up, some 5 milligrams you can't feel.
So true.
There's
never.
no consistency with them,
There is no consistency.
and you can't, if it starts to go a certain way, you can't like stop it.
Yeah, that's so true.
You can't stop it at
That's
all.
my problem. Like, I like edibles, and I do like to smoke too, but I have like a weird like what's it called, bad circulation kind of. So I do edibles more, but then I also like to suffer. So that could be part of it, where I'm like, I'll try this 5 milligram new brand and see what happens.
Do you go on stage?
I have only done it one time, and so I actually smoked because Rebecca was smoking out back, and then I was just talking to her, and she asked if I wanted to hit, and I was like, well, I've never done comedy. I'm about to do the open mic, like the booked open mic at Creek. I was like, maybe I could try it. And then she like handed it to me, and I was like, only if you approve. And then like I took a hit, and she was like, I never said I approved.
That's fine.
And it was like super funny, but I tried it. It went okay. There were things I liked about it, where I was like, I feel like I'm kind of being more myself, but then I tried a new joke and I shouldn't have done that.
It's hard to be in the moment.
Yeah.
It's hard. You're like, it's a lot of practice to be in the moment when you're stoned.
Yeah.
It's a lot of like mindfulness you have to be.
So
like,
did you start comedy and you smoked at the beginning?
Yeah, I've been smoking
okay.
longer than I've been doing comedy for sure. I started smoking in like college.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
started smoking end of high school.
Yeah, and I was like, it was at the time when this was kind of the best place weed was kind of ever gonna be in California,
Yeah.
where it was not legal,
Mhm.
but it was not illegal, and it was super easy to get a med card.
Oh, okay.
That was kind of I think that's kind of the best place, because now we're about to get like, now that it's moved down to like Schedule whatever the fuck it's down now,
Yeah.
we're about to get super shitty corporate weed
Damn.
that's about to take the fuck over. I think like
Damn.
private equity shitty weed,
Yeah.
like it's on its way.
And like pesticide, weed.
Pharmaceutical stuff, like there's gonna be like Pfizer joints
Damn.
and and it's gonna be dog shit. The best situation I think for any drug where it's not technically legal, but nobody gives a fuck.
Okay.
I think that's the best place for a drug to be.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You
'Cause
know,
then
because
it's not as
you can't get the
greedy.
profit-hungry corporations involved because
You're
it's too
right.
much risk.
Yeah, and they own everything.
They own
And
everything,
they'll
but
make it not medicinal somehow.
yeah, just make it bad.
Yeah,
When have corporations stepped in and made things the quality better?
they
They
don't.
don't do
They
that.
don't do that.
They
No.
produce more.
Yep.
They don't make better.
They just want to make more money.
Yeah. So they're
So
gonna make sure the quality is worse.
damn, you're
And
right.
that's probably what's about to happen to marijuana right now.
Probably because
I
it's
know.
kind of every state's different still. Here it's weird.
Here it's weird, but the fact that now it's federally not as illegal is
Yeah,
probably gonna make it. Because it's also crazy that it's not legal here.
I know.
This is one of the big things about Republicans I don't understand. It's like, hey, everyone supports this.
Yeah,
It's like a vast majority of people want weed to be free.
for sure.
Or not free, legal.
Right.
Yeah, well, everyone wants it to be free. But for weed to be legal, that's like one of the few bipartisan across the aisle things you can do. And
Yeah.
they just refuse to do that. It's so weird.
I feel like another thing that's probably bipartisan, but I could be wrong, is like getting money out of politics. I feel like every side agrees.
Yeah, but how are we
that
gonna
should
do that when
happen.
the people who make the decisions are the ones getting the money?
I know.
Yeah,
it
we're
sucks.
no one will vote against their own paycheck.
I know.
Yeah, especially the people who are voting on who gets the paychecks.
I
So it's
know.
like, yeah, it's never gonna.
That's never gonna change.
That's never. Yeah,
Yeah.
People are like, well, is corruption ever gonna end? What are we talking about?
Yeah. Never.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm not a big fan of. I know how to work in the framework of this system that we have now. I'm cool with status quo.
Yeah.
I'm cool with status quo because I figured this game out.
I like
I'm
that.
figuring this game out, and I kind of can, and I've been moving up.
Yeah.
So let's keep that's how I feel.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to
no,
rock
I get
the
that.
boat.
Yeah, and I don't even really care about politics, but
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
you
You
know,
don't have to.
don't come after me. No.
That is, dude. That is the beauty of being a hot girl is you don't have to give a shit about politics.
Well, I used to.
That
it's
is
like,
that is the best part. That is the best part.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to know what's going on.
Well,
The world will find a way to cater to you.
I know. Well, I mean, I do know, but I don't know. I think I used to be attached to it where it like affect my mood, and now it's just like everybody's the pedophile, and it's and who cares?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I don't know.
No, I get that. Everyone's a pedophile, so whatever.
Yeah, it's like
yeah, so whatever.
yeah.
So whatever. I get that.
Yeah.
I've
know.
always I like it, but I've always looked at it from an outside point of view. I've stopped being attached. I was super attached. I grew up in like the Bay Area, so I was I was like, I remember when Obama came around, and I was like, oh, he's gonna be our savior, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I watched him, and I was like, oh, they're all the same.
Yeah.
They're all actually like just opportunists
Yep.
who are trying to get money, and then will play by the rules that the president has to play by.
Yeah, it's sad to see because you're just like, fuck. Like, you get your hopes up. I liked Bernie Sanders a lot.
And what did they do? They neutralized him. They literally
sad.
cheated an election. They cheated 2 separate elections from him. So I was like, okay, there's no reason to give a fuck.
I was so depressed when he got beat. I was like, oh my God, I hate it. But yeah, I don't know. I am like an optimist, but maybe I'm a pessimist actually. I don't know. I'm both.
I would like to think I'm optimistic on a small level, pessimistic on like the national.
Yeah.
Like I genuinely love the comedy community in Austin. I it's so funny, especially from comedians sort of my level and up in other scenes, like kind of shit on it constantly.
Yeah, that does happen a lot. I wanted to ask you about that.
Yeah, they shit on it constantly, and what they're really like, because they're shitting on. Basically, they're shitting on the politics of the people who are the top of the scene. Basically, that's what they're doing. They don't like that. There's people here that like Trump.
Yeah.
So then they take that and just shit on the entire scene.
Yeah.
But I'm here. I know what it is. It's a group. There's a group of the scene is mostly young, mostly newer comics. Not a lot of 10+ year comics in the scene.
Yeah.
And it's a community, and there's a lot of stage time. And unlike LA at the time when I came up in it, is like you're auditioning for a few spots, you're competing with people. No one here is in direct competition with anybody.
True.
Like you can just create your own lane and just find people who like it.
Yeah.
Whether it be a pod, whether it be content, whether it just be stand-up or whatever. So the community here is genuinely pretty supportive of each other.
I feel like you're right.
And it's a very good scene. It's a very young scene. And so it's like they and I do get mad sometimes on behalf of like it just sucks that like everyone just thinks everyone's like this like right wing Nazi here, and it's like, oh really?
Yeah.
Really? Is this 23-year-old who couldn't afford to live in LA and New York, who was like, oh, I have a dream and there's a place where I can afford to do it? Is that really a Nazi?
Yeah.
Is
What the
that
heck?
really is this scene that's filled with mostly left wing people? Are they all Nazis?
Right.
And even the right, like they also can't see that, like, so in super liberal spaces, you can be excluded and shunned if you're right wing.
True.
That this place where the tops of the scenes, the Rogans and the Tonys, they clearly voted for Trump.
Yep.
But they surround themselves with all types of people. Like they don't like even on the Rogan and Friends shows, there's a bunch of left wing people on those shows.
True.
It's not, but they think because they exclude over there that we do the same thing over here. So this must be
it's projection.
a place. Yeah, it's a huge projection. This must be the place where you have to be right wing to perform on this club,
Right.
and that's not even remotely true.
That is actually a crazy way to think.
Yeah,
but it makes sense.
But
when
that's
you put
what
it
that is what they're like over there.
Damn.
Like if you really try to be a Republican over there,
yeah.
you're gonna go against it. You're gonna be kind of going against it.
Damn.
There is a machine that you have to kind of break through to be like, hey, actually listen to what I'm saying.
Wow, that's crazy.
I do fine in Austin. I've never voted Republican in my life, and I probably never will.
Yeah.
I'm probably done voting. But either
I
way,
get that. I understand that. Yeah.
But like, I've never been like, oh man, you don't like Trump, you can't perform here. That's never been a thing.
No, yeah, they don't act like that.
No,
like,
they don't.
Yeah.
So it's like, but it's a massive projection.
Yeah.
And so they think we're doing the tribal thing that they're doing over there. And it's like really just like, it's mostly just a bunch of young people who want stage time.
Yeah, that's the vibe it feels.
That is the vibe.
Yeah, totally.
That is the vibe. So it's like, it sucks that like, and what's annoying is that they'll have on their pods, they won't have anyone young in Austin to talk about Austin. They'll just pontificate on what they feel Austin is like.
It's strange.
It's very
I don't
weird.
get why they do that.
It's like so, and I get mad because I know it sucks for young people to hear that from people they look up to.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I look up to you, and it's like and they're here because it's affordable to be here, and you get stage time
for sure
for free. By the way, like I don't know. At least when I would go to New York, I haven't been there. I haven't seen the mic scene post pandemic, but before that, you had to pay to get on mics.
I know it's true. It's like that still.
Okay, so you have to pay $5 to go on mics. So you're already paying exorbitant prices to live in New York.
Yep.
Then on top of that, to even get into the game, you have to play. LA is the same way.
Damn.
To even get in the game, you have to play. Here, you can just get in.
Yeah.
If you're a young, broke comic who has a dream, you can try it in Austin for free.
Yep.
The cost of living has probably gone up a little bit. It's definitely gone up, and it's definitely the most expensive city in Texas.
For sure.
But it's still like in California, you got to drive around to your spots. You can't. There's no public transportation.
Damn.
Like there is here. But here, gas is $2.
True.
There, it's $5.
Whoa.
Just that alone. Not to mention how much food costs, rent costs, everything.
Yeah. It's affordable here.
It's
compared
affordable
to that.
here.
Yeah.
You can follow a dream here, and that's what's happening here.
Yeah.
But because they're mad at the politics of literally two people.
Yeah.
Of literally two people. They paint this broad stroke of what Austin is.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
It is so crazy. And they I don't know if this might not be true, but I feel like sometimes people who are super liberal will like eat each other. Like,
well, that's what
like,
they do.
You'll be like, wait, you said this, and like that means you're not as liberal as me, so I'm better, or like I don't know. It's weird.
And this is what conservatives used to do a lot. I talk about this with Duncan about how like performing in super liberal spaces now felt like performing in super conservative spaces 10, 15 years ago. It's the reality is that you have if your side runs purity tests, like you have to believe this to be a good liberal.
Yeah.
Eventually you are going to run into something that doesn't pass the test.
Right. It makes sense.
You know, like and like when I was younger, conservative people definitely ran these purity tests more than they do now.
For sure.
You know, but like that's kind of what's happening with like I would say what's happening in the sort of liberal part of the country is that eventually if you run purity tests, it's like enough people are gonna get kicked out to be like, well, I guess I'm not a part of this.
Yeah, and it's crazy because it's like comedy, and I think we're
Yeah.
always trying to find an edge, and it's like somebody said at an open mic in New York they have a list of the things you can't say.
That's insane.
I know.
That's insane. That's also insane because it used to not be that way. Like
Yeah.
people come to Austin and be like, oh, they'll say all these things in an open mic and say, yeah, it's an open mic.
Yeah, exactly.
It's an open mic.
Yeah.
All they say racist things. Yeah, let the racist guy get his racist thoughts out so they don't stew in his head, and then he shoots up a fucking
Yeah.
parade or whatever the fuck, or runs a car through a parade or whatever the fuck. Let
Yeah.
him get the venom out.
Yeah.
Let him. What you think people are gonna listen to this actually racist guy say his racist shit and be like, I believe that guy?
Yeah, yeah. And
no,
then
they'll be
he
like,
bombs.
oh well, I guess I'm going on in 2.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like cause and effect, you know? Like he has to
Let him
learn,
get it
like
out.
say your weird shit and you'll
Mhm.
bomb, and then
Right.
maybe you'll learn a lesson and be less racist.
Or you just you got it out.
At least you got it out.
You
Yeah,
got
yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's not festering inside of you.
That's true. I like
you got
that.
it out
Yeah.
at a place and you got real time reaction to how your thoughts are shitty.
Yes. Yeah.
You got real. I was like, oh, my thoughts suck.
Yeah.
My thought, like, if you're online,
Yeah.
you can just find, if you never actually go and get it out, you can just find people that agree with you.
For sure. And that's what the algorithm does. It
Yeah.
sends you more people. that-
Yeah, and so now if you're like, you're not allowed to say these things, then like those thoughts you have with those things are just gonna get more extreme.
For sure. I agree.
So you just let it out. Let it out.
Yeah.
It's not like people. It's not like there's like people act like if you're in New York, there's not racist people. It's like, yeah, there's racist people.
Yeah.
Let them say their shit
For sure.
so they don't become dangerous racist people.
I agree with that. It's like therapy for them.
Yeah, let it out. Let it out. I hate that. I hate the like you can't say this, you can't say this, you can't
Yeah.
do that. It's like, oh, if we don't talk about it, do these bad things exist? Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
they
I
still
thought
do.
I didn't know the only reason why there's racism is because I said something.
Right.
Oh, maybe if everyone stopped saying something about racism, everyone would be treated better. It's like that's
Right.
not how that works.
No, I agree.
That's not how that works.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we stopped rape. Why? Everyone stopped joking about it. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like such an insane way to think.
It is insane.
It's burying your heads in the sand and being like, "There's no problem." It's like everything's on fire always.
Yeah,
Talk about
everything is.
Everything is
It's
always
true.
on fire.
And
It's never
nothing's
not been on
better
fire.
about like I think comedy's good because like you'll get to hear people's opinions that you think too, and it's just like oh like it feels
Mhm.
I don't there's like a good feeling when somebody makes a joke about something that like you agree with too,
Right.
or
Right,
you
right,
just
so-
like see it in a different way, and you can like be less attached. It's just healthy.
Or something you don't agree with, but you're like, "Damn, he really made a point."
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Like,
love that
oh,
too.
I have to strengthen how I feel to
Mhm.
defend against that because
Yeah.
that is a strong. Right now, he got it. This person said something funnier than me in a way that connected with people, and I don't agree with. But I really believe what I believe. Then I have to really be like, why do I believe this?
Yeah,
And let me make my argument stronger so I can say something funny
yeah,
in return.
I love
Instead of being like, oh, that's a dissenting opinion, get it out of here.
yeah. That's crazy.
That's
so
insane.
crazy.
That's insane.
It is insane.
You
We
have
live
to
in a weird
be able
time.
to you have to be able to be around people. Dude, I argue with door guys about politics all the time. We don't have the same
Yeah.
politics. I can't imagine, and not even door like the guys in the Rogan Green Room. I'll argue with them about politics.
Yeah,
I can't imagine if everything I said, people were like, "Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah,
yeah." It was what am I, a god? Get out of here! I'm stupid.
that's
Someone
a wild
called me
thing.
on my shit.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
it's like if somebody cares about you, or like I don't know, I hate when people like will yes you to death
Right.
or tell you something like, or if you bomb and then they tell you did good, it's like just tell me the truth
Right.
and like just speak your truth. Like I don't know, we don't all have to agree.
Yeah, we don't have to agree. I'm done. I'm done. No more agreeing 2026.
I like that.
No more agreeing. We're
That's
done
my New
just
Year's resolution
blanket
too.
agreeing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Actually, my New Year's resolution is to take more pictures. But
Really?
yeah,
Okay.
I don't take any pictures.
I love that.
I know it's so I've done so many cool things in my life, and I just have to remember them, which is nice because
Fuck.
I lived in the moment. But also like, man, I should take more pictures. What's the point of having an Instagram if I don't use it as a photo album?
You should take more pictures.
yeah.
For sure.
So I try to take at least a picture a day of something.
I like
Yeah,
that.
I'm already failing on it. But, yeah,
Damn.
it's so easy. Yeah, it's so easy. If you don't take
Yeah.
pictures, it's so easy not to take pictures.
No, I know. I'm like not good at that either.
Yeah.
I've been bad about it in my life where I'm like, I wish I would have captured that moment. Or especially with my dad. Me and my dad both never took pictures. So he died and I'm like, I have no pictures with him.
It's kind of something beautiful about that. That's how
Yeah.
guys are friends too. Guys will be friends for like 10 years and have 2 pictures together.
Yeah, me and my
Except,
dad
yeah,
have like 2 pictures together. I'm
Yeah,
like, what the
exactly.
fuck?
So it's like,
Yeah.
it's kind of, but it's also like now that it's you know,
In hindsight, I'm
in
like,
hindsight, it's
fuck.
like, damn, I wish I had more.
But we just had
moments.
fun hanging out.
Right.
But we should have taken pictures, but we both
Because
hated
one
our
day you're
pictures
gonna be
taken.
old and you're gonna be like, fuck it, let me just look back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's good to take pictures, but it is cool when you have a friend that just does it anyway, and then you're just in the pictures.
Yes.
So
Yes. You
maybe
gotta be
you
friends
need-
with a picture person.
You need to make a friend who is a picture person.
Yeah, most of my friends aren't picture people.
I know. It's
Yeah, this is
straight
an issue.
men don't usually.
No, well, yeah. They're not usually big picture guys. and like any gay dude I know doesn't take a lot of pictures either.
Fuck.
Yeah. So it's like there's no. It's only Ari Maddie, I think, is the only person around me that takes any kind of picture. I was like, I'm trying to think of the women in my life. None of them take pictures.
Damn.
Like, yeah, even my sister don't take pictures like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just
You gotta find one.
I need more
somewhere.
picture takers in my life. I think that's
it probably is like foreign people. That's probably the number one.
Yeah, right. Oh,
Ari,
yeah. I need to meet a Japanese person. I think they take the most pictures out of it. They're all, that's what I gotta find. I gotta find me a Japanese person.
I love that. Yeah. Some people are really good at it. Like comics too, they'll have a wheel, like those wheels.
Oh, the
and then it's
carousels?
like
Yeah.
different cool pictures, not just them, but like them and then like a landscape and like all these creative things. I wish I was better at that too. I want to be
I
better
just
too.
gotta, I gotta sit down and remind myself, take pictures.
Yeah. Or have somebody run your social media.
Eventually, we're gonna get there.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like, yeah. Well, when I have more stuff to post, I guess. But it's like,
Yeah.
like I said, I'll figure it out. I think I'm on the right track on not giving too much of shit about this.
You don't need the pictures. You're funny enough without them.
And I feel intuitively it's like this content burst is gonna bubble. This content bubble is gonna burst.
Yeah, I
So I think-
agree.
Intuitively, like something's telling me like I don't need to invest as much time as I think I need to invest in this.
You don't. And it's honestly like it's just if you don't enjoy like posting pictures, it's just stressful. Like
Yeah,
Like,
I
it
don't-
makes me
look
feel
at how many likes
shitty.
it got. It's like,
I
well,
like post it and it gets no likes. I'm like, fuck.
yeah, exactly. It's made happiness external. That's the problem with social
Yeah.
media. Like it's like, damn, it's built on like having something go like viral and getting the notification say 99 plus.
Yeah.
That might be the greatest feeling in the world. I can't like.
Yeah.
That's a phenomenal feeling.
That is true. It
Yeah.
gives you dopamine. It must give you dopamine.
Huge.
Yeah.
Happened to me, which sucks, is the first time I ever made a skit, it got between Facebook and Instagram 3 million views,
Right.
and then like just nothing ever came that like close
Yeah.
to that ever
Yeah.
again.
Oh, it's like that. It'll taste you. It'll give you a little taste.
Yeah.
And you can just I'll get 1 million views on a video really randomly. So I've had
Oh, wow.
probably like over the course of my social media career, which feels gross to say, like over 30 videos get 1 million plus views.
That's
But-
so good.
Yeah, but so it's like, but it's giving me some sort of facial recognition. But since it's not consistent, I never like blew up off of it. Like I can't like tour off any of the things I've done. But so it's like it also like it's like it's all bullshit.
True.
Like it's just all like it's like I'll get 1 million again eventually. Then that's how I look at it now.
I love
something will get
that.
1 million eventually.
It's like
Yeah.
followers don't really matter anymore.
Followers mean jack shit.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
just like a score.
Yeah, it used to be. I have 76,000 followers. Right.
That's a lot.
If I had that in 2018, I could do one-nighters.
Okay.
I can reasonably, you can book me for one-nighters, and I don't know if I'd sell out, but I'd move some tickets. Now, with that many followers, I could move 0 tickets.
The heck?
It's a possibility because, like,
Yeah.
I post something, it doesn't get the right, like, I'm not in the algorithm right now, so it doesn't get enough algorithm pop to get the people there or whatever the fuck.
Dang.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a whole different landscape now.
That's crazy.
The game went from trying to go viral to you have to constantly be going viral.
Fuck.
You
I
have to
didn't even
never
know
stop
that.
being
I did
viral.
not know that.
Yeah, you have to never stop being viral.
Also, if they
Damn.
get you promoting something and you're not paying them directly, they'll suppress the shit out of it.
True.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That's the other part is with what we're doing for her show is we're trying to disguise promotion as like comedy skits and stuff like that. Like,
Right.
like where we're not just like putting a flyer up in the first like 3 seconds.
Yeah, because it gets
Mhm.
suppressed, so they want because they want you to pay for it.
Yes,
Yeah.
they want you to pay for ads.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta fucking play the algorithm, and it sucks now.
Yeah, it sucks. It's a so far I'm at 33. I'm like, this is a young man's game.
Yeah,
This is a young man's game.
I get that.
No, I'll just all that matters. That's all I keep telling myself. All that matters is that next joke.
I love that because
That's
that's
all
the
that matters.
purest thing.
Yeah,
like that's the thing you're wanting to do,
And that's
and
the
it's
thing
like
that
what
got
you're
me this far.
passionate about, and you're doing great.
Yeah.
So
And if your stand up is doing good, that's like an engine. You can always just do stand up. If you keep it sharp,
yeah,
you can always like find a way to perform and like find your way back in. If you stop doing stand up and like let's say you stop doing stand up and just make skits and then all of a sudden the algorithm doesn't blow your direction, then you've kind of fucked yourself.
fuck. Yeah, I never thought of that.
Yeah, so it's like the stand up is the engine. You got to keep doing it.
Because I like want to do skits, but I also don't have a lot of experience with it, and
Do you think you can act?
I don't know.
Have you ever tried?
I did one time, but they haven't. They never released it, and
They never
it was.
released it.
It,
Okay.
I don't know what it was like.
That's so funny. I did have some fake podcast sketch ideas that I wanted to run past you because I think
Okay.
you'd be good for them.
Yeah.
But if you can't, but I'll tell them to. I'll like after this.
Yeah.
I'll like send them to you.
Okay.
And then if you want to do them, you can. But like I'm curious to see if you can act.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not
Okay.
sure,
All
but
right, we'll find out.
okay.
Okay.
I might suck, but maybe we'll.
If you suck, you don't have to release them. That's the
That's
best
true.
part.
I know. That's where I'm
I
like.
think that's kind of what happened.
But I know. But like, it's a weird situation because it was like, I don't know. Like I was playing like a hot girl. And so like everything I said wasn't funny. Like it wasn't like I wasn't the funny role in it. And I was
Right.
just trying I was supposed to like
Just
they
be
gave me
hot.
a script and I was supposed to be mean and hot.
Okay.
And so I don't know if I didn't do a good job with that. Like I'm not sure.
That's-
But like yeah, I would like to do like funny ones too.
I don't think you want to know the answer if you weren't mean enough or you weren't hot enough.
I know, yeah,
It's
like one of the
two.
things
It's one of the
didn't
two.
yeah. So
yeah.
we'll find out. But yeah, I would like to do that. And I've loved having you on. I'm really excited to see your special.
Thank you again. Too soon, January 20th. The Solid Show. Check it out.
And I can't wait to have you on the
This
show
will come
too.
out right around then, so we'll link it.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
everything will be linked. And if this comes out before the show, come to Shows the Big Naturals on the 16th of January.
I'll be on that one.
And he's going to be headlining. And thank you guys so much for tuning in.